Content that keeps you informed, entertained. Content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Power365FM, Instagram at Power365_FM. Power365 Radio, your source for news and insight. This is Power365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism.
Alright, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sport Hour, the first edition of the week. It's a beautiful Monday afternoon, and as you can see, it's past 1 p.m. My name is James Oluwadurotimi, and today, on the show today, first of all, introduction, and I've introduced myself. So the first thing to do is to give you the lowdown and the gist of what happened over the weekend before we talk about the latest gist around football and other sports. Alright, quickly, let me start with the results of all the matches that were played yesterday. Yesterday, the only game in the English Premier League ended 1-0 as Arsenal won Manchester United thanks to Leandro Trossard's goal. Cadiz and Getafe took on each other last evening in La Liga Santander, but Cadiz went away with a 3 point as they won the game 1-0. Atletico Madrid won Celta Vigo 1-0. Valencia Real Vallecano it ended 0-0. Real Betis defeated Almeria just 3-2. Last in Italian Serie A, talking about Italian Serie A, Lazio won Empoli 2-0. Genoa defeated Sassuolo 2-1. Hellas Verona. Well, Hellas Verona did not do anything in front of his own fans as Torino won 2-1. Juventus and Salernitana played out a 1-1 draw. Atalanta won Roma 2-1. We're talking about German Bundesliga. Darmstadt were seriously beaten 6-0 by Hoffenheim. Bayern Munich defeated Wolfsburg 2-0. Bochum was seriously mauled by Leverkusen 5-0. Talking about Clermont-Foot. Clermont-Foot was defeated by Lyon. Lyon went away from home to beat Clermont-Foot 1-0. Talking about French Ligue 1. Marseille defeated Lorient 3-1. Montpellier lost at home to Monaco 2-0. Ladies and gentlemen, Monaco are back in the UEFA Champions League come next season. Nantes were also defeated at home by Lille. Lille won that game 2-1. Paris Saint-Germain were also defeated at home. Toulouse went away from home to beat Paris Saint-Germain. Parc des Princes 3-1. Rennes and Les played out. They played out 1-1 draw. Strasbourg defeated Metz 2-1. That's the result across the top 5 leagues yesterday. Yesterday's result across the top 5 leagues. Okay, today, Aston Villa, talking about the English Premier League. Aston Villa will welcome Liverpool to the Villa Park around 8 p.m. tonight. Talking about La Liga, Barcelona will welcome Real Sociedad around 8 p.m. as well. 8 p.m. is the kickoff time for Barcelona versus Real Sociedad at the Spotify Cup. In Italian Serie A, Lecce will welcome Udinese 5:30. Fiorentina will take on Monza 7:45 p.m. those are the fixtures that are due to be played this afternoon, this evening. Let me see, tonight. Well, yesterday in the MPFL, Rivers United locked it out, battled Sunshine Stars at the Akure Owena Stadium. But guess who won? Sunshine Stars won that game 1-0. Alright, quickly before I proceed, let me give you some facts about the matches that were played over the weekend. Well, I just gave you the fixture of a rescheduled game, talking about one of the outstanding game, match day 27 between Sunshine Stars and Rivers United. Although there are still more news about this game, but quickly let me tell you that Rivers United still occupies the 11th position with 41 points. Two more outstanding games. We're talking about Sunshine Stars. Sunshine Stars also are still in the relegation zone, 17th position. Yeah, that's where Sunshine Stars currently belong to. 17th position with just 39 points. Let's talk about the game that happened at Old Trafford yesterday. Well, Arsenal, a new record for the Gunners after winning that game. Arsenal have earned more Premier League wins than their title-winning Invisibles from the 2003-2004 season. Yes, thanks to Leandro Trossard's goal. And for Leandro Trossard, he has done exceptionally well for Arsenal this season. Because without Leandro Trossard, Arsenal's season, without Leandro Trossard, rather, Arsenal's season will look incredibly different. Now let me tell you the reason. Leandro Trossard scored an equalizing goal against Manchester City in the last minute to win Arsenal the Community Shield through penalty. Also, Leandro Trossard scored the winner against Everton and a late equalizing goal against Chelsea early on in the season, in which the game ended 2-2. Let's not forget that in that game, the first leg of Chelsea-Arsenal, Chelsea were already leading ahead 2-0 before Declan Rice and Leandro Trossard had to share the spoils. Also, Leandro Trossard scored the third goal against Liverpool to take the pressure off late on and send Arsenal top of the league. Also, Leandro Trossard scored crucial equalizer in the knockout stages of the Champions League. One was against FC Porto. Yeah, in the second leg at the Emirates, in which it ended 1-0, 1-0 and 1-1 in aggregate, whereby Arsenal later won a penalty. Leandro Trossard also scored another equalizer in the quarter-final against Bayern Munich at the Emirates Stadium, before Bayern Munich won the game 1-0 at the Allianz Arena. But with the pressure on in the title race, Leandro Trossard remained calm, scoring winning goals against Wolverhampton Wanderers and Manchester United. He did that yesterday. He was the one that scored the winning goal against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Well, like I said earlier, Arsenal have earned more Premier League wins than their title-winning Invisibles from the 2003-2004 season. Well, over 130 years, this is the first time Arsenal will be winning 27 games in a Premier League season. Well, Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has a different opinion to that. According to Mikel Arteta, he says it's 27 wins in the Premier League. It's the most in the history of this football club in 130 years. That's not progress. That's history, not progress, says Mikel Arteta. Well, probably Mikel Arteta will find out it's a progress when they stand the chance of winning the English Premier League over the weekend. Probably if Tottenham do the magic tomorrow, or pull Kanye, probably Tottenham Hotspur pulls a Kanye on Manchester City at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium tomorrow during that game, or even win it. Or what about West Ham in the last game against Manchester City? We're talking about the pairing of William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. Wow. These two players have built a solid wall at the head of Arsenal defense. Well, let me tell you that so far so good this season. Arsenal has played 37 matches in which they've been able to gather 18 clean sheets. 18 clean sheets in 37 games. That's a good one for the defense of Arsenal. Arsenal defense, I beg your pardon. Apart from that, apart from the 18 clean sheet I mentioned, well, Arsenal have kept 11 away clean sheets in the Premier League this season. Only Chelsea have ever recorded more clean sheets on the road in the campaign, the competition, and Chelsea did this. They achieved this feat in 2008-2009 season after gathering 12 clean sheets in a season. 12 clean sheets in a season. Talking about 2008-2009 season. Well, Arsenal will not be able to match up with that record, not to even talk of surpassing it, because already they are done with all their away games this season. The last game this season against Everton is a game they will be playing at the Emirates Stadium. Also, Arsenal go a full season unbeaten, home and away, against the traditional Big Six in the Premier League. When I'm talking about the traditional Big Six, I'm talking about Arsenal 1, Manchester United 2, Manchester City 3, Chelsea 4, Tottenham 5, Liverpool. Those are the traditional Big Six, not the new school Big Six, because we now have Newcastle United and Aston Villa in the mix. Talking about the traditional Big Six, Arsenal did not lose to any of this side in the English Premier League this season. The least they gathered is 4 points. Well, against Liverpool, Arsenal were able to gather 4 points. Against Chelsea, Arsenal were able to gather 4 points. Against Manchester City, they were able to gather 4 points. Against Tottenham, they were able to gather 4 points. Against Man U is the only team Arsenal won home and away, gathering 6 points in that game. Talking about Manchester United versus Arsenal. Well, with what happened in that, okay, with the 6 points they gathered against Man U. Well, this is the first time, or let me say yesterday was the first time Arsenal will complete the league double over Manchester United since 2006-2007. Like I said, Arsenal complete the league double over Manchester United for the first time since 2006-2007. We're talking about that season 2006-2007. Arsenal won the first leg 1-0 at Old Trafford. They had the second leg at the Emirates Stadium 2-1. But this season, Arsenal won the first leg 3-1 against Manchester United at the Old Trafford, at the Emirates Stadium rather. And the second leg ended 1-0. That was yesterday, thanks to Leandro Trossard's goal at the Old Trafford, the watery Old Trafford, the theatre of nightmare that was formerly called the Theatre of Dreams. Mikel Arteta's Arsenal have now won more points this season than 7 of Alex Ferguson's 13 Premier League winning Manchester United teams. Thanks to Pep Guardiola. Thanks to Pep Guardiola. Let's talk about Kai Havertz. After assisting Leandro Trossard's goal yesterday, Kai Havertz have been able to amass 7 assists this season. But the news there was that Kai Havertz, in his 3 Premier League seasons for Chelsea, Kai Havertz only managed 7 assists in his 3 Premier League seasons for Chelsea. In his entire Chelsea career, he was only able to gather 7 assists in the Premier League. Whereas, joining Arsenal in his first season, Kai Havertz already this season had 7 assists. Let's see if he's going to surpass that feat. Well, only 2 teams have won 20+ Premier League games against Manchester United. Number 1 is Manchester City, 20 games, and number 2 is Arsenal, 20 games as well. or 44.7% of Leandro Trossard's Premier League goals have come against Big Six opposition. Like I said earlier, 44.7% of Leandro Trossard's Premier League goals come against the Big Six opposition. Leandro Trossard has scored 6 goals against Liverpool, 4 goals against Chelsea, 2 goals against Tottenham, 2 goals against Manchester United, 2 goals against Manchester City, and a goal against Arsenal before Arsenal signed him. Well, his goal against Manchester United also means he has now scored away at every Big Six side. Talking about William Saliba was the man of the match yesterday. But the news there is that William Saliba won the man of the match. He was given the man of the match at Anfield against Liverpool. He was also given the man of the match at the Etihad Stadium against Manchester City. He was also the man of the match yesterday at Old Trafford. Well, it seems William Saliba loves to win the man of the match on the road. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that missed the game last night, or last evening rather, or you missed the commentary, let me quickly play a short commentary of that game for you. Talking about Arsenal versus Man U. Alright, quickly.
Look, the piatti, empire.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That's the commentary of last evening's game talking about Manchester United versus Arsenal. And after that, I played you the post-match conference of what Mikel Arteta said after the 27 games win, tagging it history, says it's not a progress. Like I said earlier, probably when he has the chance to lift up the English Premier League next week, we know it's a progress, not only a history. But the last video I played, the last audio I played was that of Wayne Rooney. Yeah, Wayne Rooney, where he was analyzing yesterday's game, and he was asked about Tottenham game versus Manchester City. According to Wayne Rooney, says, I can't say Tottenham wanted to lose the game. You've got to turn up against Manchester City, otherwise they will embarrass you in front of your wife and kids. Well, the Super Sunday panel can't see Spurs talking about Tottenham rolling over in front of Arsenal title rivals Manchester City. Okay, before I proceed, let's talk about Bayer Leverkusen. Let's not forget, while reading the results of what happened over the weekend, we talked about Manchester. We talked about Bayer Leverkusen. We talked about Bayer Leverkusen winning the game, winning VfL Bochum 5-0. Well, with that win, Bayer Leverkusen have now gone 50 games unbeaten so far this season across our competition. Talking about Europa League, DFB Pokal, and German Bundesliga. Well, with that 5-0 win versus Bochum, Bayer Leverkusen are now 50 games unbeaten. Wow, they just continue to impress in each game. They have just one league match left versus Augsburg at home, followed by two finals. They will play Atalanta in Europa League. They will also face Klasoston in DFB Pokal. So that's just 3 games to go. 3 games to go. Do you think Bayer Leverkusen can do a treble? An unbeaten treble, rather. Do you think Bayer Leverkusen can do an unbeaten treble? What does an unbeaten treble means? An unbeaten treble means winning 3 trophies, 3 important trophies, or let me say 3 major trophies. We without being defeated in any of those tournaments. Because right now, like I said earlier, Bayer Leverkusen at the foresight is the introduction of UEFA club competition to go 50 consecutive games across all competitions unbeaten. Now they're on their way doing unbeaten treble, setting a new record, like winning a treble without being defeated in any of those tournaments. Like I said, 2 finals remaining and 1 game at home. Talking about Bundesliga match at home versus Augsburg at the B Arena. Alright, enough of the G's that happened over the weekend. Now let's talk about our own. Let's talk about MPFL. Before we talk about MPFL, let's talk about NNL. Okay, before the NNL news, this story is related to what happened over the weekend too. But 59 years later, Italian side Bologna are back to Champions League after a fantastic season. Excellent work by Thiago Motta, club, board, and the wonderful team. Let's not forget, I told you the other time that Monaco are back to the UEFA Champions League come next season. Because after the money to win Montpellier 2-0 last evening. Got the ticket of playing UEFA Champions League come next season. Alright, let's start the local news with the NNL. Giant Brilliance FC 1 Rocket and Trade Safe Football Club have all been relegated from the Nigerian National League. But 2 clubs competed in the Southern Conference Group B in the just concluded season. Giant Brilliance were humiliated 4-0 by Ikorodu City Football Club in their final game of the season at the Mobolaji Josie Arena yesterday. The Lagos club finished in 10th position with 24 points from 20 games. FC 1 Rocket were held to a goalless draw by Crown FC in Uyo, while Trade Safe Football Club suffered a 2-0 loss against Solution FC. Trade Safe Football Club finished last on the table with 13 points, while FC 1 Rocket ended the season in 9th position with 25 points. But 3 clubs will participate in the Nationwide League 1, talking about NLO, Nationwide League 1 next season. Nationwide League 1, the NLO is the 3rd tier of the MPFL. Alright, still talking about the NNL. The Nigerian National League NNL has announced a shift in date of the Super 8 playoff tournament. The tournament was initially scheduled to hold from the 23rd to 30th of May at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium in Enugu. The competition will now hold from the 7th of June to the 14th of June 2024 at the same venue. The NNL chairman, Mr. George Aluo, made the announcement in a chat to the league body media on Sunday. Aluo said that the shift in date became necessary because of the President Federation Cup round of 32 matches, which will be determined that week. He noted that the shift in date, notwithstanding all modalities for a successful competition, has been put in place just as he commended the Enugu State Governor, Tamba, and the Commissioner for Youth and Sport, Barrister Leod Ekweremadu, for accepting to host the championship. Since we decided to move the Super 8 forward because the date clashed with Federation Cup round of 32 matches. And the best thing for us to do is to align our calendar with that of NFF, says George Alu. Teams that will participate in the Super 8 playoff are Nasarawa United, Sporting Supreme, Sokoto United, and the Academy Warriors. Others are Beyond Limit Football Club, Madiba Football Club, Inter Lagos, and Ikorodu United. The Super 8 playoff will determine the overall champion of the 2nd tier league, as well as the teams that will gain promotion to the LI League. Let's talk about MPFL. Sunshine Stars technical advisor Kennedy Boboye has said his team deserved their victory over Rivers United. The Owena Waves defeated Rivers United 1-0 in their rescheduled match day 27 fixture in Akure on Sunday. Awosome Promise scored the only goal of the game. Kennedy Boboye admitted that the encounter was a display of tactics between both teams. According to him, he says it's good that we secured the maximum point against a tactical team like Rivers United. The match shows that the better side with the best tactics won. Sunshine Stars remain in the relegation zone despite the win. The Nigeria Premier Football League chairman Benga Elegbeleye is delighted with the inclusion of 5 youth league players in the Golden Eaglet. The players are Remo Stars trio of Oreluwa Agbenla, Muiz Oladimeji, and Daniel Ariei, as well as Rangers goalkeeper Chinedu Uchike and Edward Ochigbo of Sporting Lagos. The Golden Eaglets are in Ghana for the West African Football Union WAFU, the WAFU qualifying tournament for the Africa Under-17 Nations Cup. Bengalegbe tasked the 5 players to be good ambassadors of the NPFL Under-17 Youth League by playing very well to contribute to Nigeria's qualification for CAF Cadet Championship and ultimately the FIFA Under-17 final. It noted that football, like any other business, must have a steady line of stock replenishment or it will lose the market. Well, Finidi George has been unveiled as the new head coach of the Super Eagles. The 53-year-old was unveiled at the Secretariat of the Nigeria Football Federation in Abuja today. Nigeria Sports Minister Howard John Eno, NFF President Ibrahim Guzau, and Secretary General of the Soccer House Mohamed Sanusi were among the dignitaries that were present at the unveiling ceremony. The unveiling ceremony will kickstart Finidi's reign in charge of the 3-time African champions. The former Ajax and Real Betis winger was an assistant to former handler of the team, talking about Jose Pesero. For 20 months. He handled the Super Eagles as caretaker coach for the friendlies against Ghana and Mali in March. Finidi will take charge of his first official game against Bafana of South Africa next month. Quickly, let's talk about Nigerian players, especially the Super Eagles players and their involvement in their foreign clubs. But before we do that, the Super Eagles will now report on camp on Tuesday, the 28th of May, for their 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying fixture against the Bafana of South Africa. The players were earliest scheduled to arrive in camp on the 1st of June, Saturday. The team will now converge in Uyo 3 days earlier to begin preparation for the crucial fixture. Finidi George side will take on Bafana at the Gospel Akpabio International Stadium, Uyo, on the 7th of June, which happens to be on Friday. They will also be up against the Scourers of Benin a few days later. The Super Eagles sit in 3rd position in Group C with 2 points from 2 games. Rwanda occupy top spot in the group with 4 points, while South Africa is 2nd with 3 points. AC Milan winger Chukwueze could miss Nigeria's 2026 World Cup qualifying fixture against South Africa and Benin Republic due to injury. The 24-year-old coped an injury in AC Milan's Serie A clash with Cagliari on Saturday. Chukwueze had to be replaced by Portugal international Rafael Leao after the break. Also problem in the left thigh for Chukwueze. The Milan Post confirmed his injury on X, which is widely known as Twitter, afterwards. Super Eagles head coach Finidi George is expected to release the list of invited players for the games against South Africa and the Scourers of Benin this week. The West Africans will take on Bafana of South Africa at the Gospel Akpabio International Stadium in New York on the 7th of June, which happens to be a Friday. But 3-time African champions will face neighbors Benin Republic a few days later. Super Eagles head coach Finidi George has picked 2 foreigners and his former international teammate Daniel Amokachi as his assistant. The name of the two foreign assistants will be reviewed before the Super Eagles 2026 FIFA World Cup qualified fixture against Bafana Bafana of South Africa and Schoolrest of Benin. The judge has also retained Olutunji Baruwa as the goalkeeper trainer. Olutunji Baruwa occupies same position under the previous head coach Ose Peseru. The 53-year-old was unveiled by the Nigeria Football Federation on Monday. The former Ajax star officially left his post as Enyimba head coach on Sunday to concentrate on his new job. The judge was in charge of the Nigeria Premier Football League champion for the next 3 years. He gathered the two-time African champions their 10th NPFL title last season. Alright, there's no time to talk about Nigerian players, to talk about all of the Nigerian players and their involvement for their foreign clubs. But quickly, let's head into other sports, and from there we'll go global. Alright, talking about other sports. Minister of Sport Development, Senator John Eno, has tipped world record holder Tobi Amusan to scale the hurdles of the 2024 Olympic Games and win a women's 100-meter gold medal in Paris. Amusan produced the fastest time in the women's 100-meter hurdle this year in the early hours of Sunday when she ran a blistering 12.40 seconds at the Jamaican Athletics Invitational Tournament in Kingston, just over 2 months from the Games, which holds from the 26th of July to August 11. She won the race ahead of Jamaica and world champion talking about Daniel Williams, who finished second in 24.46 seconds in 12.46 seconds. For most of the race, Amusan was behind the reigning world champion Daniel Williams and America's Nia Ali, but surged ahead the closing stage, beating the previous world leading time of 12.42 seconds set by Tony Marshall of the USA on the 20th of April. Buoyed by the 27-year-old's performance this season, now the African Games champion. Amusan, a 3-time consecutive Diamond League winner, 2-time Commonwealth Games gold medalist, 2-time African champion, and 3-time African Games gold medalist, he has been in 2 Olympic Games, Rio 2016 and Tokyo 2020. He didn't make it beyond the heat during her first appearance in 2016 and missed out on the podium by a fourth place in Tokyo. He had since turned her Olympic disappointment around by claiming the world title and world record the following year before adding 2 more Diamond League titles among others. While amateur fighters are just linked for the available slot as Nigeria continues to prepare their contingent with the maiden mixed martial art. Talking about mixed martial art national amateur championship, which will be used to select the country's team for the 2024 MMA World Championship 2024 in Jakarta, Indonesia by December. The series saw fighters from the northwest and central zones of the country in action at the Abidjan Continental Hotel last weekend for the places in the grand finale. The tournament, organized by Boxing and MMA Hall of Fame, the official representative of Global Association of Mixed Martial Arts, featured MMA fighters from Kwara, Kogi, Kaduna, Kebbi, Niger, Nasarawa, Plateau, Benue State, and the FCT Abuja. In some of the bouts decided in the women's division, Beauty Akatiku of Nasarawa with her state counterpart Iba Fatima in 56 kg, while Felix Stephanie Felix Stephanie of Plateau, who defeated Yusrallah and Abdurrahim of Kaduna in the 65 kg. In the men's fight, Takpe Stephen of Benue was ahead of Uthman Ahmed of Kwara in 60 kg. Aliyu Tafik of Kogi has called Abdulaziz Abdurrahman of Abidjan in 77 kg. Ovia Charles of Nasarawa defeated Momo Itopa of Abidjan in 66 kg. And David Ezekiel of Abidjan was ahead of Joseph Jackson of Nasarawa in the 70 kg. Well, as part of the program, organizers hosted the first Open National Referees and Judges Seminar and Certification Program, which was managed by Ghana, Nigeria International Judges and Referees who attended and officiated the 13th African Games in Ghana. River Opals coach Ogo Oduado has ascribed their Basketball African League playoffs qualification to their show on how Opals sealed BAL playoff spot. Oduado confessed the improvement of the team as well as how individual players turned up in each game during the Sahara Conference in Dakar, Senegal was the secret to their recent form. Opals became the first Sahara Conference team to qualify to the BAL 2024 playoff schedule to take place later this month in Kigali, Rwanda, thanks to 78-71 double overtime win over APR of Rwanda on Saturday. Alright, in tennis, Novak Djokovic says he felt hampered by the after effects of being hit on the head by a bottled water as he fell to a shock Italian Open defeat by Alejandro Tabilo. The world #1 accidentally struck by the water bottle as he signed autographs following a second round win over Corentin Moutet on Friday. He struggled to find any reading against Tabilo on Sunday, with the Chilean needed just 67 minutes to win the third round match 6-2, 6-3. The Serb initially made light of the incident when he jokingly wore a bicycle helmet to training on Saturday, or says he will have further scans. Alright, talking about basketball, reigning NBA champions, the Denver Nuggets secured a 150-107 win over the Minnesota Timberwolves to level their Western Conference playoff semi-final series at 2-2. Nuggets center Nikola Jokic scored 16 of his 35 points in the fourth quarter, with Errol Gordon added 27 points and Jamal Murray ending Game 4 in Minneapolis on 19 points. Anthony Edwards led the overall scoring on Sunday with 44 points in total for Minnesota. The Nuggets, who lost the opening 2 games of the semi-finals in Denver, were 64-49 ahead at the halftime, but the Timberwolves rallied in the final quarter to pull within 6 points of the lead in final minutes. Talking about athletics, British athlete, talking about Dina Asher Smith, won the 200 meter at the Jamaican Athletics Invitational in Kingston. Asher Smith, just 28 years of age, clocked 22.51 seconds, beating Ivory Coast Jessica Bai in second, and Jamaican Lane Tava Thomas in third. Asher Smith, the 200 meter world champion 2019, will be hoping to add to her 2 Olympic 4x100 meter relay bronzes at the Paris Games this summer. Well, in the men's 200 meter, Zane Ujis made it a British double by winning in 19.96 seconds in front of American Fred Kelly and France Pablo Matteo and Britain's Matt Hudson. Matt Hudson Smith won the 400 meter, finishing in 44.69 seconds before American Matthew Bolin and Jamaica's Zandrion Bennis. Okay, let's get back to football. Real Madrid president Florentino Perez set to decide the futures of 4 players in the squad. They are Luka Modric, Toni Kroos, Andre Lunin, and Lucas Vazquez. The current contracts of Modric and Kroos will end this June, with Lunin and Vazquez are expected to extend their deals. This was confirmed by football transfer expert Fabrizio Romano today. Talking about women football, this is the sad news for Arsenal fan. Talking about the women's football. Arsenal striker Viviane Midema will leave Arsenal at the end of the season after 7 years. The club have announced this. The Netherlands international joined the Gunners from Bayern Munich in 2017 and has scored 125 goals and provided 50 assists in 172 appearances. Well, it was understood that Arsenal made a decision not to renew Midema's contract, but Manchester City interested in signing the 27-year-old once she becomes a free agent. Midema won the Women's Super League title in 2018-19 season with 3 Women League Cups during her time in North London. She reached the all-time top scorer in the WSL with 79 goals and has lifted the Goldie Boot, the award for the most goals scored in a single season, twice. After rupturing her anterior cruciate ligament (ACL) in December 2022, Midema spent 10 months on the sideline, returning in October 2023. She then underwent minor surgery in March, which has kept her playing time to just 13 games this campaign. Arsenal sporting director Gaspar Edu said Midema's performance has been of the highest quality and she has created so many wonderful memories. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a wrap on the show today. Talking about Sport Hour, the Monday edition.
Bye.
Please do well again to join me tomorrow from 1:15 to 2 p.m. Do have a lovely day.
What is this magic? I need that magic.
That's the feeling. Go come online on a Coca-Cola diet. I want to say, I want to that Banga is a go. Jesse Tavo, first is a go. Eketake Wale go is a go. Super Eagles, want you to go. Mikel Obi, bye. John Ogu, bye. Liam Balogu, bye. Wilfred, end the day.
Oh yeah, baby, see how it's a go. Sangalo is a go. Shana Wale is a go. Escobar is a go. Toros is a go. Coca-Cola is a go. Super Eagles is a go. Sayinadin is a go. 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 Ongo is a go. Oh, this is a go. Is a go. Is a go. Is a go. Jerry Wale is a go. Is a go. Attack is a go. Kombe inside the net is a go. Russia 18 is a go. Bega Shaku is a go. NFF is a go. Coca-Cola is a go. Mikel pass the ball, this is a go. Iwobi K1 is a go. It's a go.
Ramos is it a go. You know Iwobi know the joke. May we best tear your shirt. See me start.
This is Power 365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power 365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your #1 online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed